Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen's Wholesome Show. If you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Well, today we have a lot to discuss, y'all. It is the day that Tory Lanez has got booked into the jail cell. And not only is he in jail, but he'll be spending jail and Christmas, you know? He'll be spending Christmas in jail, you know? And my thing is, hi Lance, how are you? Yeah, I'm ready for him to get sentenced and for him to go down this time. I know that we've all been seeing stories online on on every news station about this case. And I guess before we get into anything, I'll go ahead and pull up this article just so we can get a perspective from the news. Give me 1 second. All right, so instead of me going ahead and playing some news clips and audio, I won't do that because I don't want to get flagged or whatever. But just here, let me see if there's any new updates on this one. And I'm not really even sure what is going on with this internet, but for some reason everything was fine earlier. I think that it's like all the content creators are online times 100, like reporting on this story. But I just wanted to go over here to, let's see. Yeah, it's a lot going on with this whole internet situation. But like I said, just be patient with the girl. We are trying to navigate through here and see what Twitter is saying and also Black Twitter. All right, so someone says Tory Lanez taking his mug shot. It's pretty much like the SpongeBob situation. And then you got Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all three charges in the Megan Thee Stallion case. And too many people ridiculed Megan. They attempted to justify their bullying with the truth will come out in court. Well, the truth is out. Based on testimony and evidence, Tory Lanez has been found guilty. Will people be as loud with their apologies as they were with their belittling? Now, that's the question. That's the question. What are y'all going to do when Tory Lanez is found innocent? Wow. He's already been found guilty, though. Tory Lane faces up to 23 years in prison after being found guilty on all three counts for the July 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Raquel Willis says Megan Thee Stallion deserves more than the justice served in Tory Lane's case. She deserves a culture and media landscape that doesn't demonize Black women's lives, safety, and voices. We all need to understand that psychosocial wounds are just as harmful as physical wounds. I agree. And of course, you have he looks just like Tory right there. You know, the Botox. He's definitely amped up on that Botox because I don't even see a wrinkle, and he's mad. Oh, that man is mad. I don't even see a wrinkle. Do y'all see a wrinkle in his forehead? Hey Sonya, how are you? Oh, just over here catching up on the Tory Lanez found guilty and Black men mad at the verdict. You know, some of them. Hey Norris, how are you? Yeah, his dad is like really upset. Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm not really sure if you guys can hear me because here, let me see if you guys can hear me. Okay. He said, I don't know why he blamed Jay-Z. Well, he was blaming Jay-Z because he said that apparently Jay-Z wanted to work with him or something like that, and Tory declined, you know? But I'm just like, um, okay, thank you so much. You know, I'm bothered at the fact that, he didn't testify. You know, he wanna say, "Oh, he's innocent." We'll testify. And the reason why I feel like he didn't testify is because everybody knows that he's a ticking time bomb. You pull up a video on the internet and you can see him raging out on somebody. And from the looks of it, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Look at his daddy. I mean, just so upset. I mean, screaming and yelling. My thing is, why would y'all put the kids in this? When you talk about traumatic situations, I'm blaming these parents for not leaving those children with a nanny. Tory Lane's falling from the top bunk in this cell. Wow. Yeah, he came down the chimney all right because it's Christmas time. And this is the thing. He pulled out Kelsey's hair. It makes me figure, was he pulling out his hair when he was upset? He likes to pull hair, y'all. He pulled a whole patch of her hair out like his. Maybe, see, they said Megan was making fun of his music career. I wonder if Kelsey made fun of his bald spots. Because he started shooting Megan at her feet and pulled out Kelsey's hair. Lance says because Jay-Z and Rock Nation was believed to have paid them off. Me falling into hell. Oh, that video. No evidence of him actually shooting her. Well, see, a lot of people are saying that. Do y'all want me to drop the link so y'all can come up so we can debate about this? Because I feel like there is room for a debate, and I'm not going to knock anybody's feelings on how they feel about this trial. But I feel like really no evidence was when I feel like they could have got him right out the ball game with his character. If the prosecution would have went in led with that, I feel like they could have you know really opened up some wounds. So when you say the other things, I felt like they kind of spared him. They didn't really sock it to him, but they spared him. That's just my opinion, you know. Sonya says he did it. Hit the like button, please. Thank you. Yes, we need some likes, please, guys. Please like and share the content. Okay, so I just dropped the link. I'll go ahead and take us on a quick commercial break for those that are just now coming in to give you your welcome. And guys, please, please, please hit that like button. We need our video to get out in the algorithm. Let's rock and roll. We'll be right back. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. This is the show where we cover local news, we cover after dark topics, entertainment, and hot topics. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and also tell a friend to tell a friend. If you are generous, you can hit our Cash App. If you are very much so friendly, you want to keep on with the show, you can sign up for a membership and you can be a part of all of the greatness. Thank you so much.
What's up, everybody? This is Gary Lou G. Jenkins from the R&B group Silk. When I come to Tulsa, I hang out at the Queen Tulsa show.
Okay, right back at it, guys. We are right back at it. I did drop the link for anybody that wants to come down, but this is my thing. I'm about to really tear off into this. And a lot of people, y'all might, some might be offended, some may not. But listen here, this is the problem what I have with black women and black men. Y'all always want to sit up here and run to the damn aggressor and treat them like they're the victim. How was Tory Lanez the victim up in here? Was he shot? Let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's really talk about it. Let's bring up the facts. There was a fight. He fought women. He fought both of them. OMG, no, not little Gary from Silk. Yes, honey, he be rocking out with the Queen's Tulsa show, honey. Yes, anytime he come here, he gonna rock with us, okay? But listen, I feel like with this rap culture, it's already demeaning to black women. Let's talk about it's already demeaning to black women. You know, they up in their songs, you every bee, hoe, and slut, and this, that, and the third. Those rap guys don't give a damn about you. And Megan Thee Stallion is a rapper. She's in that game, right? Character is not evidence, though. So okay, let me send a thief over to your house. Let me send a thief over to your house and do a job for you and something come up missing. Aren't you gonna want to know what is this person's history? Do they always steal? Do they steal temporary? You know, do they do it on a special occasion? What is this person's track record? Has this person ever done this before? Yes, I want to know who you are, what type of background you came from, and how did we get here today? You know? How did we get here today? Because that background is going to speak volumes. We already know that the man is aggressive. We already know that he can't even keep his hands to himself. And speaking of keeping his hands to himself, give me 1 second. I'm about to see if I can find this video. Um, oh, hold on. Okay. I need this video. Because when you talk about character, yes. Oh, let me follow him. I ain't even following him. Okay. Oh, somebody said, and just a reminder, Tory Lanez has a very lengthy history of abuse. What did I just say before I even went start looking for something? Listen, y'all, it's right here. Are y'all able to see that? Here, let me bring it up. Are you able to see this right here on the screen? It says, and just a reminder, Tory Lanez has a very lengthy history of abuse incidents and accusations. The most recent being a few months ago with August Alsina. I'm beyond elated that Megan Thee Stallion got her justice after a very intentional and misogynistic smear campaign. But let's talk about it. This man is unhinged. He can't keep his hands to himself. You're out. This is the thing. He knew that he was going to have to come to trial for this Megan Thee Stallions case, right? Well, give me a justification why he went out and committed another crime while he was waiting for trial to speak, to address a crime. Let's talk about the facts. This man has a problem. He can't put his hands, he can't keep his hands to himself. Look at this. Remember this? August Alsina confirms Tory Lane laid hands on him and allegedly snuck him. Let's bring it up. Y'all see him? All right, E, it says that your devices are not connected. Okay. All right. Hey, E, how are you?
Hey Queen, how are you?
I'm well, I'm blessed. I could complain, but I'm not. But thank you so much for asking.
um, I had to come up because I have been on a few panels today in
Hmm.
regards to this news, and I have not been pleased with a lot of the resistance that we've been seeing from men and women still denying that Megan was pow or, trying to shift the blame to Kelsey. Like it's anything to get this man out of jail, which is despicable to me. As you just said before I came up,
Hmm.
Tory has a history. He has a pattern of behavior. That's important to note. And I think that's good that they arrested him on the spot. I think it's great that he's facing 23 years. I hope he gets all 23 of those years. And, I think this is great for his son to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? De-learn or unlearn all of that toxicity that I'm sure his father must have taught him. And
Uh-huh.
I feel like the streets are safer. Let's get the rest of them. One down, a million more to go.
Well, not even that. Is teaching his son, like, you go out, you commit a crime, this is gonna happen to you. And what other than a more important lesson at a young age? Listen, we all have choices out here, right? And to Lance's comment, he says Meg got a history and her character ain't good either. She's been arrested for domestic violence. Okay, that's cool, fine and dandy. But have you seen Megan out here going to go swing on another rapper because the other rapper either says something or whatever the case may be? E, what are your thoughts on that? He's on. This is the thing. He was already in court, right? He was awaiting this trial that happened, and he got in trouble before the trial even started. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I am a big, huge August Alsina fan. When I saw those pictures, I just felt like it established a pattern of behavior. This is a black man who is a menace to society. He is a terror. When
Mhm,
things don't go his way, he resorts to violence, deadly violence, because we all know August has an autoimmune disease. Like,
mhm.
you can't be just, I mean, that was high risk.
Yeah,
I think it wasn't smart. I think that he completely made a mockery of the legal system by even prolonging the case for these 2 years and putting out music and antagonistic lyrics. I feel like him displaying that pattern just proves that he hasn't learned anything, and that's why I say keep him in there all 23 years.
and guess what? Santa Claus is coming to town. I heard he wore a hot pink suit today, to court, and I could just only imagine when he walks through those doors with that pink. Oh, they like, oh damn, we got fresh meat up in here. I want him to get aggressive with the men up in there like he did with this woman. You know what I mean?
Well, he's not going to do that because men like Tory only pick on women and they don't pick on anybody their own size. Tory, he's about to learn a few lessons, and shame on him for bringing that baby into that courtroom. That 6 year old had no business being there that entire trial. He used that boy for
Hmm.
sympathy. And so this is a lesson. And to your point, Queen, now the baby knows this is what happens when you behave badly. You go to jail.
Hmm. And it does. Mommy and daddy can't help you. Even mama and daddy can't help you. And this is another thing, like, even I'm glad you brought that point back up. Bringing those children. Why did those children need to be? Yeah, in my opinion, I feel like this is the start of trauma. So now a little kid, little boy, and this little girl, her brother, has been snatched away from them. They won't get to see him from Christmas. What do you think their emotions and feelings are going to be about on Christmas? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think they will get over it because them not seeing him for Christmas, that's a good thing. Because I'm pretty sure if he acted that way with Megan, he probably acted that way with those kids' mother. So no, they're better off without him. And I think of it this way: they have 23 years to find a better male role model. I don't think that him not being there for Christmas is going to be traumatizing. Find them a new daddy, like Sierra did with Russell Wilson. There are
Yeah.
lots of good black men out there. They don't need him. Send his ass back to Canada.
Another thing, um, what are your feelings on these black men saying, oh, they was wrong, they did him wrong, he did nothing, he's innocent. What do you
Well,
say to those guys?
listen, I think that a lot of black men are afraid. I think this is setting the precedence because you have to remember when Kevin Samuels came out and he was running amok, he inspired these this type men of this caliber to think that they were above women, they were better than women,
The
and
toxic
that they were,
masculinity.
yes, that they were the end all be all. And now you have the government saying, wait a minute, slow your roll, not so fast. You can't just do what you want to do. It doesn't matter how many people Megan has slept with because they tried to spin it. Oh, well, she's promiscuous and this, that, and the third. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is, did you have the weapon? Did you fire the weapon? And did you lie and try to cover it up? I think that all of the men who are saying, the system is rigged and, oh, how could you do this to a black man? I feel like that's a wake up call that they have to understand. They started this movement of accountability. And the beautiful thing about accountability is it works both ways. The same way the car goes forwards, it can go backwards. And
Mhm.
so now it's time for them to practice what they preach. If black men held their brothers accountable, then we wouldn't have to get the government involved so frequently. We wouldn't have to call the police on you so frequently because this behavior would be discouraged. But when we look at all of the things that Tory has done,
Mhm.
he is a manifestation of lowbrow, abusive, antagonistic men. And I think that they don't like this decision because it's a reminder that their asses can be put in, oh, sorry, that they can go to jail too. They can be charged too. And so this is a friendly reminder: protect Black women,
Yeah.
period.
Well, listen, when we say protect Black women, right? Okay, we're saying protect Black women, but then we have Black women that are really, really, really upset about this. And I'm actually going to bring up a clip right quick just so you can kind of see what I mean by that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring up this clip because do you know Nick at Night?
I've heard of her, but I don't know her.
Okay, well, she was at the at court today. And when the verdict was read, um there was people there. Apparently Tory had just came out with a group, and his the new group was there, and they were very frustrated. But I wanted to take a look at this video right quick, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
We need more power. We need more energy. We need more togetherness, man.
How did you feel when the verdict was read?
Man, I dropped it.
You started bursting out
I
in
started
tears.
crying because it's like my brother.
What are your thoughts, sis?
I think it's despicable. I forget your brother. Your brother is terrorizing your sister. We're all connected. And that's what I meant when I came on earlier. Although I had not seen this clip that you showed,
Hmm.
any woman who could stand alongside a man terrorizing and abusing another woman, she is an enemy to womanhood. You're going against your own interests. It wasn't rigged. It was evidence. We had witnesses. I believe that there was a witness who came out and said that he thought the three of them, Kelsey, Tory, and the driver, were going to toss Megan into the river. And I don't see the listen. The pick me energy is strong. They will do anything to stand in solidarity with a Black man who wouldn't look at them twice, who would not pick them. I've never seen Tory with any woman that looks like either one of those two on the screen. Have you?
No. And it's interesting that you say that. Sonya says they want women to be accountable, but they can't. I feel
Sonya is
that.
correct.
But listen, this is my thing. For the Black woman, what really bothers me with this case is we've saw stories of Tina Turner and other women that's been in DV situations, even some of our families, our parents. I know I experienced DV, and I just feel like these people, they get money, they bypass the therapist, they bypass all that, and they run down to BMW, to the jeweler, to the rim shop, to the dentist, to get all those goals, and they don't really do the work that's really necessary. What are your thoughts on that, sis?
For me, I have been in some tough situations, some DV situations, and I've witnessed my mother be in those situations. And my first instance of being in a situation like that, I was in the 10th grade, and I remember the coaches at our high school rallying around my ex and trying to protect him, so to speak, even though I was rallied around as well and I was protected, but they wanted to shield him from accountability and from discipline. And that sort of thing is dangerous to me when we can't shield. As much as we love Black men who are a part of our family and a part of our society, we can't shield them from their consequences. They have to be held accountable for the pain that they inflict in this community. And you know we have all been in tough situations, and I don't even want to make it about women because I know some men have had some tough challenges as well. But listen, as much as we love people, the best act of love that we can show someone is tough love and holding them accountable. put them where they belong so they don't hurt anybody else. That's my response to that.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts to like, okay, so I know just in the black community, because I'm speaking on the black community, and I heard like a lot of back and forth with, the white media and stuff like this. I'm actually glad that our black media did show up to that courtroom, because sometimes stories, black stories can be told by black people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that they covered the story, but when you talk about Megan's friend or ex-friend EJ showing up in his hot pink suit and his dry hair and sunglasses and whatever, and just there, like, he's Mariah Carey or somebody. Like, I mean, strolled in there like he was Diana Ross with that big long hair. What are your thoughts to like friends that are similar to his behavior and his actions for this case in particular?
I didn't see EJ's the day that EJ went on. I didn't see it, and I only heard a snippet, so I can't speak to it too in depth. What I will say, I am happy that yes, there was black media there, but I'm disappointed as well because it also showed how divided we are as a people. And I saw in the shade room where someone said, they keep saying the system is rigged and this another black man was failed, but they're saying that at the expense of a black woman. So they're putting the protection of black women against the protection of black men, which I don't think is right. And I think that when black media enters the room, there is a responsibility to be unbiased in these situations and to not go in as a fan, but you should be going in as, there was a crime committed. Somebody was pow. Somebody was hurt. There should be justice behind this. And so when we have people like EJ, just based upon the things I have heard, again, I haven't seen it, but based upon what I have heard and what I was told that he did afterwards, this is an ongoing trial. This is not a press conference. You're not at the BET Awards. I need you to come in. I need you to be dignified and not turn this into a spectacle. This is serious. And I feel like when we have people who come in and use this for, I'm going to get my 15 minutes, if that is in fact what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my moment. I'm going to get my 5 minutes, my 10, my 15 minutes of fame. I'm going to be extra. I'm going to really make you feel it because I was never your friend. That's the energy that I got.
From EJ towards Megan?
I guess that was her hairstylist.
So here's my thing, and I can only speak for me. And maybe, I'm not 18 or 22 or 23, but even if I had grievances with someone, when it comes to a crime, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to tell exactly what happened from an unbiased standpoint. And the reason being is because your credibility is everything. Yes, it's Megan today, but it can be you tomorrow. And when you get in front of the media and you go into the criminal justice system and you portray yourself this way, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but eventually that will come back to haunt you because people will remember. This will come up again. And the way that this person has acted, when it's time for somebody to show up for them, this may come back to haunt them. And so they always say, be careful of what bridges you burn, because you never know who was offended by that. Because to me, I find that offensive. This is bigger than our friendship. A crime was committed, because even if I was friends with someone, I have been friends with people and it didn't work out. But if I saw them if I had information that, pertinent to a crime, to the investigation, I will be completely forthcoming. I didn't appreciate Kelsey's behavior, and I don't appreciate what I'm hearing about EJ. I think both of them did themselves a disservice, as well as Megan and the investigation.
Yeah, and then another thing, I mean, celebrities watching, now, NDAs are probably going to be, in place, because of this
Well,
trial. I mean, all of this is a learning lesson. I really hope that, Megan is getting therapy and getting the help that she needs and come back even stronger and harder in her music. Because the same women that are saying, oh, she lying and all this and that. Well, y'all were dancing around the hot girl summer.
well, and also going back to EJ, I had never really heard his name before. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've only heard his name one time, Andre Marhold. I was watching what was that show? Bobby, I Love You Per. And Andre was saying that EJ was trying to get with him. That's where I know that name from. So I don't think EJ has a lot of credibility. I'll just say that. But yes, even if we don't like Megan's previous behavior, or and I said this on another panel, lots of people who are victims do initially tell stories when they make their initial report. And that's common, especially people who are SA, because they try to protect the assailant or the person who has done this to them because they are scared. So even if we don't like the way Megan handled that, that doesn't negate that Tory is still flat out wrong. And we don't have to like Megan to agree that this type of violence is wrong, because if we excuse what Tory did or make light of it, it could be our neighbor tomorrow and we won't get as much press attention. We won't get as much. I mean, when it's just in your local town and something has happened. I remember my first time coming to your channel, Queen, and you were talking about something at the hotel or what have you. These instances that you were going through, that doesn't get major attention. You know what I mean? And so we need to use these examples with these celebrities to set precedent so that laws can be put into place so
Right.
that people know when you do this, there are consequences. Don't you think?
Exactly. And it's interesting that you said that because it was like, you see these events on social media, they go viral and you see them like, oh my God, why is those people standing around or whatever, whatever. But then when it happens to you, and you're speaking out against it and having people call you a liar, or even get down in the gutter and go the malicious way and say that was your fault, it's not a good feeling. And going through a traumatic experience like that, it's like a light bulb comes on. It's like you're more cautious with people, and the thing, you're more private, you're more private. So it's nothing that I will wish on anybody. To say, to sum it all up, um, being abused, that's traumatic.
But um, Queen, I
Yeah.
have I have chicken in the oven and I do have to go. I love speaking with you. I'm gonna hop back down and get in the chat, and I may come back up later depending on how long you stay on.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'll actually be wrapping up here, and then we're gonna come back with the father that murdered his 2-month-old baby.
Ooh,
There was an interview that I was supposed to have researched, so we're gonna go over that next. When we talk about black violence in the community and women supporting these guys, we gotta talk about it.
absolutely. So I'll definitely be back. But happy holidays to you and your family, Queen. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming by. Come by anytime.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye bye. Happy holidays. So yeah, guys. Sonya says he's going back to Canada. They mad because he was found guilty. Shaking my damn head. Absolutely. I don't know why they're upset. And that makes me want to play this thing one more time because I mean, this woman, she's not acting. I mean, this woman is serious. Okay, guys, I'm about to announce it to you guys. Okay, the verdict for Tory Lanez on count one, guilty. The verdict on count two, Tory Lanez, guilty. The verdict on count three for Tory Lanez, guilty. Here we go.
They doing all our black people wrong out here. You know what I'm saying? We need more power. We need more energy. We need more togetherness.
Where are the tears? Hold on, let's run it back because I want y'all to get into the tears, okay?
They doing all our black people wrong out here. You know what I'm saying? We need more power. We need more energy. We need more togetherness, man.
How did you feel when the verdict was read?
Man, I dropped it.
You started bursting out
I
in
started
tears.
crying because it's like my brother.
All right, so I gotta do one more for y'all. And then we're gonna end off on this one, but I really want you guys to just really pay attention to the behaviors and what's really going on in our community. Like I said, I put Nick at Night. Her link is in the chat, so you guys can definitely go over there and catch her for a live of the video.
That I want to call Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and tortured the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Ta and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They met
with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want, listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do.
Well, child, he said, I mean, when I saw that video, I said, I see where he gets this. I see where he get it from. Sonny says, so he can walk around beating up people for not speaking? Wait, wasn't August a black man? Yes. Okay. Like this, make it make sense. And then this man is talking about, oh, I'm a father to thousands. Well, you're not a father to him because, and if this is what you're teaching these people, we need to, we in trouble. Your son just as bad. The fuck you talking about? Yeah. Absolutely, guys. Sound off in the comments. We're going to be back with another live here at 9 p.m. Science says, how Rock Nation pay a jury? Didn't Kelsey have a memory loss? All of a sudden, your son paid her too? Exactly. Exactly. See, it's like, make it make sense, you know? But child, we'll be back tonight. We gonna holla. Where's our commercial? Thank y'all for coming by and definitely tune in to the next show. We are out. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you,